about 20-25% of my leads, you kind of mentioned at the start, your net outcome is people that have a family member or they have somebody they're going to use, so they kind of just leave it at that. And I always just, okay, no problem. If things change, give me a call. If it's an email, I kind of respond the same way, or sometimes I don't even respond, and I move them into a funnel that says has a realtor or using somebody they know.
Yeah. Okay. So you just said realtor. I'm assuming you're a realtor, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you have to think about what's the outcome of working with you, and the outcome is not they have a realtor. I keep saying it wrong. I've always said it wrong my whole life. I think it's because my mom's from Boston. Realtor. I keep adding an extra syllable in there. I apologize. I hope I haven't offended you. They have a realtor. That's not what you do. What's the benefit of them working with you?
That's what I got to learn.
Okay, so let's unpack this. Do you want to be a buyer's agent or a seller's agent?
I do both, but I do more seller's agent.
Perfect. So I already have a realtor. This is where I want you to go to the ECCP course. But just because they have a realtor doesn't mean that they're going to be able to market the house in a way that gets the most showings and brings them the highest dollar. Doesn't mean that they're going to have the house priced correctly, right? So when somebody goes, I'm all good, Maria, I see Maria B there. Let's say Maria she's my brother's friend from wherever, college, and she's a realtor too, but she really isn't, but she's got her license, so we're good, we have somebody, no problem. Hey, I will be here when you need to make sure that you've done that you've got a spot on price analysis, that this thing is priced not only for top dollar for yourself, but to move quickly, and that the negotiation process brings you the most amount of money. Fair enough, right? It's like for Rich runs into the same thing at Valley. Hey, we've already got a mortgage broker. Hey, and let's say Rich is reaching out to you, right? Rich might reach out to you and you may say, dude, I already work with a mortgage broker. I like Maria B. She's also a realtor. And she just does it all on the side, but she's the person we work with, right? Rich is not going to go, okay, shoot, I'll be here when you need a mortgage broker. Hey, I will be here when you absolutely positively need to make sure that these fewer buyers that you have right now that you're having to do 4 times more work on because the way the market is, you're having to show them 4 times more property. They're so scared to begin with. They're not putting an offer on anything. I will be here when you need a mortgage broker that's going to make absolutely positively sure that every rock was turned over, every option was explored in order to make sure that they get qualified for that loan so that all of your work doesn't go for nothing. Hold on one second. So that all of your work doesn't go for nothing, right? That's different than I'm a mortgage broker, is it not? Right? Hold on, guys. I think I might even have one for Rich right here from the portal. Let me share my screen. You're welcome, Rich. I'm sure there's a typo in here because I was up all night redoing this stuff because we record it with no audio. Okay, boom. Net outcome state. Hey, I'll be here when you can see my screen, yes? Yeah. There you go. I'll be here when you need a mortgage broker. That's wrong. Hey, I will be here when you need to make sure that everything is being done to get the buyers you've worked so hard for without scaring them away, causing all your hard work to go for nothing. That's kind of compelling. Or maybe deeper, maybe Rich has had an opportunity to ask you, hey, Daniel, just out of curiosity, where are you at right now in terms of income? Where do you want to be? Right? Oh man, I'm pretty proud to say I did $350,000 last year, but I really want to do $1.2 million this year. Now Rich can put that into his net out. Hey, Rich, I really appreciate all your time. Thank you so much for reaching out to us. But, you know, I talked with the team here and we're just really locked in with the mortgage partners that we have right now. Hey, makes perfect sense. I get it. I will be here when you need to make sure that everything is being done to get those buyers you've worked so hard for approved without scaring them away, without, you know, them hearing something like there's no way we can do a bank statement only loan, and that you're making sure that all your hard work's not going for everything. So being burned away for nothing, making sure that you're on that path to go from $350,000 to $1.2 million, right? No other mortgage broker that they're talking to has even asked them where they're at right now, where they want to be. And you as a real estate professional, if you're talking to somebody early on, best question, you want to take a guess at what's the most important question you could ask them as a real estate professional?
Well, where are they in the sales process, or where are they right now? Or
I would do this one. What's your biggest reason for moving?
biggest reason?
You know how many people work with real estate professionals that are charging them an aggregate of 6%, right? Because, 6% total to sell your house. I've worked with quite a few of them. Not one has ever asked me, what's your biggest reason for moving, right? Mm-hmm. And then when I decide not to work with them, they don't have a net outcome statement. Hey, I totally get it. I will be here when you need to make sure that that house you have in Denver sells, but also sells for as much money as possible, because as you said, you're going to the South Florida market that is actually the single most expensive market, the most overpriced market, the most unaffordable market in the country right now. And I'm not trying to scare you away from that market. I think it's awesome, same as you do. I'll be here when you need somebody that's absolutely positively going to sell your house so that you can get yourself into South Florida and take as much of that equity from Colorado with you. Versus...
Can you put this in a text or an email as well, like those points when you?
Yeah, I'll put the recording of the session up for you on the portal. So if you go into your community,
if I responded to somebody,
can
they respond in an email?
Yeah,
have an agent.
You can, but I would call them, right? You've already worked so hard. As soon as I saw that we got an agent, I would call them and I would say, hey, that is awesome news, right? And that's awesome. I just want to let you know, I will be here if anything doesn't feel right, if anything, that agent's not responding to you, because boom, what's the agent that they already have not going to do? Respond to them, right? Yeah. So don't text them, call them, right? And then, hey, I'm glad you have an agent. That's great. First and foremost, I want to make sure that your business is going where it needs, and you're selling your house for exactly what you need to sell it for. I will be here if anything changes with your current agent. I will be here if you need to make sure that research is done on your pricing. I will be here even if it's just you need a second opinion on how to market this thing so that you can get it sold in a very difficult, very precarious market. I'm here for you 100% if anything changes. And they're going to be like, dude, our current agent hasn't even called us back. And this guy that I told to go away has already done more work than they have. So this ECCP course, which will be up as soon as we finish here, will really help you.
Hey, Matt.
Yo.
What's the nicest thing you've done for salespeople?
The nicest thing I've done for salespeople, I think we should do it right now. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give them the closing mini masterclass. It's normally $300. You're going to cover the cost. It's coming out of your pocket. Heather's going to cover all the cost for you. I want you to click the link here. I will get you the closing mini masterclass. You're going to close more deals. You're going to make more money. You're going to have more fun. Things are going to be great for you. And she's picking up the tab. You're welcome. She's picking up the tab. Click the link. I'll see you on the other side.